We ask God to bless us always. Oh. गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपितजम्बूफलचारुभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकम् नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् ॐ वक्रतुण्डाय हुं श्रीगणेशाय नमः। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बिके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ॐ श्री गौरी माता की जय। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनान् मृत्योर्मोक्ष्यमामृतात्। हर नम पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव। To our gurus we pay obeisance. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha। Om Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। ॐ क्लीं कृष्णाय नमः। सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमो नमः। प्रेम से बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की जय। वंदना और चालीसा। ओम नमः शिवाय। श्री गोविंदाय नमः। While you remain, please take your seats comfortably.
जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। जय चला। जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। चौथी में भी नमो पंच सभी को ध्यान तुझे ओ लगावे। रामायण की अनुपम करनी भवसागर पार करा। रामायण की अनुपम करनी भवसागर पार करा। जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। जय 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 श्री रामा राधिका माँ। जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार। बरनो रघुवर बिमल जसु जो नायक फल चार। बुद्धहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर। जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा। अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी। कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा। कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजै। कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजै। शंकर सुवर्ण केसरी नंदन। तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर। राम काज करिवे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया। राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा। विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद शारद सहित अहिसा। यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर पर जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरी मुख माही, चरण लांग गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे ते। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाथ के कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुना। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दास। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंतकाल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चिंतन धरई, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल बीरा। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार बात कर कोई, छूटहि बंध महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, जयनाथ हृदय महादेव। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। बोलो जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। राम भक्त जय जय हनुमान, राम भक्त जय जय हनुमान। जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान। जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान, जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान।
प्रेम से बोल श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। प्रेम से बोल श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की। Sitaraman, welcome once again to everybody who has taken the time to be with us in person today. I'm very happy to see all of you who are here, and more happy to see the children that you've brought your parents. Thank you very much to all of you. Make sure to bring them again every Sunday. Today is a very special day. We've had the opportunity today for these young souls to sit together to do puja to Saraswati Mata, to offer to her their love and devotion so that she will continue to look after them. That's why you've done puja. Did you know why you did puja? Some of us, because mom and dad told us to. But most of you, I know, you did puja because you know you want to be better in school, you want to do very well in the school year that is coming up, and you want to get to a better place, so you will do well in test and all of these things. Make your parents proud of you, make yourself proud of yourself. But most importantly, you want to do well so that God will be happy with you. Because if you don't do well, God will not be pleased with you. Bhagavan says so in chapter 18 of the Bhagavad Gita, if you turn towards me, I will look after you. If you don't, I myself might come to destroy you. He's not going to do that to you guys. But today, as we sit together to do puja, all of us who are here sitting to do puja, we sit now to do our dhyanam of the Bhagavad Gita. Those of us who have not yet retained their copies or gotten their copies, I will pass these for you. These are for the children up front. You can pass them to our, here with you. You all share. So we do the dhyanam as we have done before. गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद
बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो,
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, राधा
रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल 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 बोलो,
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, those of us who have our copies, does anybody need a copy? We may not have brought our glasses. We can't see up onto the screen. Maybe it's still too fine. I have extra copies if you would like, so we could all begin. This is courtesy Auntie Vayo, who would have arranged for some of these copies. So let's begin. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavatam Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye
महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्धरामि भगवद्गीते भवेद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पूर्णारविन्दाय तपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो
ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्व उपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं
गीतामृतं महत्
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु कृष्णं वन्दे
जगद्गुरु
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु
प्रेम से बोल श्री गोविंद कृष्ण भगवान की जय। Today our reading is being taken once again from chapter 8, and it will be from verse 21 to the end of the chapter. This is on page 103 of your yellow Bhagavad Gitas. And today Ravina will help us reading it. But you have to go over there. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate.
Sitaram.
Sitaram.
The same unmanifest which has been spoken of as the indestructible is also called the supreme goal. That again is my supreme abode, attaining which they return not to this mortal world.
Everyone has to read along together. It is not a performance, it is a participation. Next one, go along with it.
Arjun, that eternal unmanifest supreme Purusha, in whom all beings reside and by whom all this is pervaded, is attainable only through exclusive devotion. Arjun, I shall now tell you the time, path, departing when yogis do not return, and also the time, path, departing when they do return. Of the two paths, the one is that in which are stationed at the all-effulgent fire god and the deities presiding over daylight, the bright fortnight, and the 6 months of the northward course of the sun respectively. Proceeding along it after death, yogis, who have known Brahma, being successfully led by the above gods, finally reach Brahma. The other path is that wherein are stationed the gods presiding over smoke, night, the dark fortnight, and the 6 months of the southward course of the sun. The yogi devoted to action with an interested motive, taking to this path after death, is led by the above gods, one after another, and attaining the luster of the moon, and enjoying the fruit of his meritorious deeds in heaven, returns to this mortal world. For these two paths of the world, the bright and the dark, are considered to be eternal. Proceeding by one of them, one reaches the supreme state for which there is no return, and proceeding by the other, one returns to the mortal world, that is, becomes subject to birth and death once more. Knowing thus the secret of these two paths, O son of Kunti, no yogi gets deluded. Therefore, Arjun, at all times be steadfast in yoga in the form of equanimity. That is, strive constantly for my realization. The yogi, realizing this profound truth, doubtless transcends all the rewards enumerated for the study of the Vedas, as well as for the performance of sacrifices, austerities, and charities, and attains the supreme and primal state.
Prem se bolo Shri Govind Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. We've completed now chapter 8. We have to give Ravina a round of applause for doing a great job. Jai Devi Maya. Please bow to your Bhagavad Gita, touch to your forehead, put nicely on the side. And we've been able to get through to chapter 8. We've gone just up. This is halfway through our Bhagavad Gita. We have the other 8 chapters still to come. But by doing as we're doing and reading along as we are reading, we are joining together in understanding at least where our holy books are and how we are to read them. Understanding it, then I would invite you to join with Anil ji in his classes that he has. Now before we move on, I just want to spend not even 5 minutes, just a couple minutes with you as we do our meditation as we've done before. So all of you who are here, turn towards Krishna Bhagwan and focus on him. Sanjana Biti, come with. I want you to watch Krishna Bhagwan. I know Nana is very nice to look at. But come, we watch Krishna Bhagwan now. And all of the children, big and small, wherever you are, I want you to focus on Krishna Bhagwan. And I'll tell you the secret as to why we're doing this today. Because this way, we get to learn, Shambhu, about how to focus our mind in one place. So turn, look at Krishna Bhagwan. Turn properly, Sona. Right, very good. And as we look at Krishna Bhagwan, we focus on him. We look to see if we can see his feet. Prabhu, as we come before you, your beautiful yellow dhoti, look at all of the pleats. As you look at it, count how many pleats there are. Govind Krishna Bhagavan. As we look at your chest, all of the chains that are on your chest, we look at them beautifully adorning on your chest, making you look so regal, so resplendent. And what is in his hands? In his hands he holds the basuri that he plays so beautifully. Aja mere laal, Aja meri beti, Aao meri beta. He calls to us. He Govind, He Gopal, He Govind, He Gopal, He Daya Nidhan. And we look at his face. We feel as though he wants to just smile only with us, but he's smiling with everybody. His eyes are beautiful, deep, deep eyes, with love for us at all times. And then we look at his crown. So beautifully it stands on the top of his head, adorning him. And we look at Krishna Bhagwan, back to his hands, and imagine those hands are hugging you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. As we come back down towards his dhoti once again, we look at all of the pleats falling perfectly and imperfectly, and down to his feet. And that image of Krishna Bhagwan, close your eyes, and if you could see him in the same way, and focus on him in the same way. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Prem Sabol Shri Govind Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. Open your eyes nicely. Bow to Krishna Bhagavan. May he bless you, guide and protect you always. Prem Sabol Shri Govind Krishna Bhagavan ki. Now to all of you young Shrotas, please return by your parents just for a moment while we continue the rest of the service today. Do we have any children's class today? I don't know, I'm not sure. If not, We will proceed. Okay. Jayabua is not here? Okay. Put it inside. Underneath. Sitaram, everybody, once again, thank you very much for coming, being a part of this morning's puja for all of these children, by sharing your positive vibrations with these children who've sat to do puja, and for all of the other children who also came. To all of you, as school begins this week, I ask that we pray that God continues to bless you, guide you, and protect you throughout the day and night. Now, I want to share something that I read this week. And it's an important little story. Mahek Bukhari, 24 years old. Anybody heard that name? You would find this on BBC. Mahek Bukhari had the air of confidence throughout her trial, 24 years old. She would share laughs and giggles with the other defendants during quiet parts of the proceedings. While the verdict for her trial was being read, she casually played Monopoly on her phone and Uno on her phone while she waited for the jury to come back with the verdict. Judge Timothy Spencer Casey started his remarks by citing the prosecution's description of the case as one of love, obsession, and extortion. And this is what he said. Thank you, son. TikTok and Instagram lie at the heart of this case. You, Mahek Bukhari, being an influencer on both platforms. That's why you dropped out of university. Had you not done so, you would have been a graduate with your whole life in front of you. The judge addressed her mother, who was the co-conspirator in the killing of two men. He says, you are the grown-up adult in the group of defendants, and you should have behaved like one. There were so many instances, he said, when you could have put a stop to this unfolding tragedy. There were so many instances when you could have put a stop to this unfolding tragedy, but you didn't, and you allowed events to escalate. This is from Wednesday or Thursday of this week. At every turn, you made the wrong choice, the judge said. He says he has watched over Mahek Bukhari, and she is immature beyond her years. He says he watched over her and saw the pressure that this case has caused you, and you have behaved so inappropriately. Your fame through your career as an influencer has made you utterly self-obsessed with a wholly unjust sense of self-entitledness. He says she is not even aware of the damages that she does. She was sentenced this week to a minimum of 31 years in prison. 24 years she was. 31 years she's going to spend in prison. How old will she be when she comes out? And all of that youth would have come to nothing. What did he say? You dropped out of university. Had you not done so, you would have been a graduate with your whole life ahead of you. I read an article this morning, very early this morning, and I want to quote from it, what the person wrote in it. The wealthiest spot on this planet is not the oil fields of Saudi Arabia or Venezuela or the gold mines of South Africa. The richest deposits on this planet lie not many blocks from your house, in your local cemetery. Buried beneath the soil of those sacred grounds are songs that never were sung, books that never were written, paintings that never filled a canvas, ideas that never became reality. Tragically, our graveyards are filled with potential that was never fulfilled. And as I walk, I continue to quote, as I walk the streets of our cities, my heart grieves over the wasted, broken, disoriented lives I encounter. During their youth, they had dreams, desires, plans, and aspirations. But today, they are lost in a maze of substance abuse, alcoholism, and purposelessness. Close quote. Heavy stuff on both accounts. But it speaks to lives that have never been able to reach their potential, even though they had the potential. And so today I want to just spend a few moments speaking about how you children who are here and have sat to do puja, including you, Shambhu, can maximize your potential. Okay? We have before us today, how many youths? Were there 15 of them who sat to do puja? About? With potential. Each and every one of them has potential. Potential is not what you are now. It is what you could be, what you can become. And how do you become all that you can be? I want to just mention it in 4 points, and then we'll put that together at the end to help you to remember those 4 points. The first is, look at yourself. If I want to make a chair, would I take this to make a chair for an adult to sit on? It's paper. Where does it come from? From a tree. Son, hold on a second. So it is paper that comes from a tree. If we go to the same tree and instead cut the wood, we can make the chair for someone to sit on. Same source, different effect, different outcome. We, all of us, I spoke last week about family. We have the potential to be strong individuals that can make a difference in society. That strength comes from home. It comes from your mother and father. It comes from your brothers and sisters. It comes from your extended family. But what if, as I mentioned last week, you do not have a strong family? Then that strength has to come from yourself. You have to be the strength of the family. And how do you become the strength of the family? Anybody can help me? By doing exactly what those 15 children have sat today to do. To come before God as children of the one God in one family to say, Bhagwan, Mataji, bless me and look after me. Help me to do well in school. Help me to be a bright and attentive young boy or girl. Help me to retain what I have learned. Help me to be all that I am meant to be. Help me to make the right choices. How do you become strong? You know, children, when they're small, they will say, eat your food, you're going to become big. So They would tell you like that. So eat properly. Exercise properly. You know, that's a problem. Most of us, including children, when I pass by so many schools, it is so sad when I don't see that there's a playground next to it that is properly set up for children to play. You know, you pass by schools and you just see they're so crammed up together because that's how it is. I mean, those who can do something should do something, don't do something. And instead, we have children that are born only to memorize and regurgitate, and don't know how to look after our bodies, how to play, how to run, how to climb. Those aspects are important for children. Those aspects are important for adults. If we are to be strong people, then no matter how our mind is, if we are not strong enough to come here to do puja, to sit to do puja, then no matter how much we want to, we will not be able to sit to do puja. And that strength of mind is an important thing, and that is why we focused at the end on the meditation on Krishna Bhagwan. Krishna Bhagwan or Shankar Bhagwan or Mataji in any form, whatever form, that should be where our focus is trained, where our mind is trained, not on other things. Those other things don't train our minds the way Mataji or Bhagwan could train us. And that is the importance of the puja that was done here with these 15 children today. They came to learn how to train their mind to focus on God. And parents who have come with their children today, and others as well, carry that lesson home. So develop yourself. So self is the first aspect. Develop yourself. Secondly, be aware. Be aware of your resources, what you have and what you don't have. Be aware of your environment. How can I turn my mishaps? How can I turn my unfortunate circumstances? How can I turn what I don't have into a tool to help me reach to what I can have and can become? If I live in a house with AC and Wi-Fi and comfortable rooms and electricity, do not take it for granted. Because there are many children and people out there that do not have these things. They don't have AC to be studying. If you have it, study. Read. Develop. But for you to do that, you have to be in the right frame of mind. You have to be aware of who you are and what you want to achieve. You have to place yourself in the right environment to allow you to grow to your full potential. And the right environment means the right people around you always. Whether it is your parents, whether it is friends, you have to be aware, where am I getting my influences from? Who is making me the person that I am today? And do I want to be that person? And what is my potential will depend on the people who are around me. I have told you this story before, and I will tell it to you again. When I was in 6th form, I felt a little lost when everybody was, going to celebrate the close of school. I couldn't find friends. Everybody was in a rum shop somewhere, celebrating the finish of school, and I didn't know what to do. I was walking around by Rambaran's pharmacy. There was a rum shop there. I opened the door and I walked in. I thought, well, all my friends are inside here. Should I go? Should I not go? See, if you come, you had a smoke, I said, well, I guess I'm not coming. And I literally walked down High Street, up and down High Street, looking for anybody to be my friend. Couldn't find. All of my friends in high school have gone on to be very successful in their lives. So many of them I turn to. So I can't judge what decisions they made at that time. But I could judge what I wanted for myself, and I didn't want that. So being aware of putting yourself in the right environment, how did I learn that? Where did I get that from? From Mandir. Every Sunday, I keep saying it, and I chant it as a mantra every Sunday. Came to Mandir. Mala Didi, Vinti Didi, Vindra Didi. All of them were here, Ravi, Adesh, all of them, the whole family, Cheti. Family, we live like family now. Because that was my family too. And those were the role models that I had, people from the Mandir. So be aware of the environment that you are in, and you allow children to be in. Because they don't know better sometimes. They would want to come out of it, but they don't know how to. Because how it will look. I will tell you a story. I won't tell you, I wouldn't say who the person is. The person will know, but it's an important story. One person that I know didn't want to go to a place where there was an Indian movie showing. Why? Because how I could look for all my friends see that. That I go in to see an Indian movie because I wouldn't look good. Because my friends, they're into other things. So if I'm going to say I'm going to look at an Indian movie and enjoy an Indian song, no. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of your environment. Be aware of who you are. So self-awareness. Thirdly, it's another mantra that I have, and I recite every week that I come to speak, and that is release. Release yourself from the things that bind you and prevent you from being who you can be. Facebook, 3 billion users. YouTube, 2.6 billion users. WhatsApp, 2 billion users. Instagram, 2 billion users. So much of social media prevents our young people and elder people from being the free and independent, self-thinking people that they can be. I say this all of the time. Because we live other people's lives through their Instagram accounts and influencers. And look at what happened to the poor girl, 24 years old. So caught up in being the influencer that she couldn't see what was influencing her own self. We get so caught up in these trends like sheep following one another that we don't recognize the lion in our own self. Which is why it is important when we do Navaratri, we recognize the Shakti and power that is in every woman that is here, every female that is here. You are not meant to be suppressed and oppressed and mere followers. You are all representations and manifestations of divinity. Make it so. That is your potential. And to the gentlemen as well. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less than you can be. And if you take away, I want to tell you this. I always give you a challenge. This week, starting from today, parents and children off social media totally. Yeah, we'll have Google Classroom. You have to do that, fine. Off social media totally. Can you do it? The rhythm of the heart. You know, we talk about people who are addicted to alcohol. They can't be around alcohol. They can't take one drink. They reach beyond. We talk about people who are addicted to cigarettes. And we talk about people who are addicted to drugs. Social media is a drug. It is an addiction. From the time we get up in the morning, and I'm guilty of it myself. I'm not saying that I'm free of it. You pick it up to see what happened, what's the news post on Facebook, who danced where, who say what, and who sang what, and which car bunks who, and and who went to which. 1 week, try it. Because imagine every child inside here, or every person not aware, you spend 10 minutes here, and 10 minutes there, and 5 minutes there, and you spend at least an hour a day on social media. At least an hour a day on social media. Because you watch one TikTok and it leads you to the next TikTok, and you're going TikToking down the road till you're galloping down the road to nonsense and irrationality and unreasonableness. But it's funny. It makes me happy. Does it? No. If that is what makes you happy, then you need to reassess your life. Because that is temporary. The day I don't have TikTok is the day I can't be happy. The challenge is there for parents. Let me tell you something that happened with me. I went to buy a phone for Santoshi when she was in Naparima College. And I went to buy it. She was in Form 5 or something like that. And I say, I want a phone without Wi-Fi. And they watch me. Or you could get the Me Too phones or whatever it is. But you can't get, it's only strict parents just buy things like that for the children. We don't have a market for that. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old children being given these phones to go to school for their protection. They could call me with WhatsApp. Yeah, but what happens with the rest of the time when they're not calling you with WhatsApp? What are they looking at? What are they doing? Simple things, you know, we look at WhatsApp, for example, and somebody will send you a 2-minute message, a video in the morning. I feel so happy. Let me share this video with Vishnu Bhai. Om Jai Jagadish Hari. And so I'll watch it for 2 minutes. I look bad if I don't watch it for 2 minutes. And then 30 people send me their 2-minute things too. So that's 1 hour. I have to sit down to watch Jai Jagadish. So you think, well, all right, I'm doing puja. Not all of it is Jai Jagadish Hari. Something is somebody falling down somewhere. Somebody, whatever it is. So I spent now on WhatsApp watching all these 30 videos telling me, have a good morning. By that time, morning finish. Because now it will look bad if I don't respond to say thumbs up, thanks. And so, if I say, did you do puja this morning? No, I was busy responding to Jai Jagadish Hari on WhatsApp. You know, try it for a week and see all the extra time you will find. You will get the 30 minutes to do your workout, your physical exercise. You will get your 15 minutes to do your puja and your meditation, and you have a little 15 minutes extra that you got banked for later on. That later on is to bring you to Mandir for an hour and a half on a Sunday. Because we say we don't have time. The children don't have time to come. They have homework. Well, take away the phone. Take away all these Snapchat and everything, and you will see how much time they will have. They won't know what to do with it. And to me, too, I'm saying that to myself. Because I notice when I stop doing these things, I could go and play a little harmonium. I could sing a song. I could read up some book. I can develop myself. But we have to make the choice to release ourselves from that which binds us. And this little thing is the biggest Medusa holding on to us. It is like the rope around Hanumanji when he went. They tied him up. They wanted to keep him down. And what did he do? Jai Shri Ram. And he burned the whole thing down. So invest your time wisely if you want to get good results. And we're talking about school results, we're talking about life results, we're talking about all of these results. But invest it. It is an addiction. Stop it. And finally, your potential. Find your purpose. And if you cannot find it, continue to do your puja. It will find you. I have no doubt about it. I will tell you something again. I share parts of my life. I never wanted to do law. I never wanted to be a judge. It found me in both manifestations. It will find you wherever you are. God creates a place and sets a pattern and a place for you. You have something that you have come to achieve. That is your potential. You haven't become it yet. You have to reach it. But you can't reach it unless your mind is pure. Saraswati Mata, we talked about that. And your thoughts are pure. So it was said in one of the other articles I read, it is said that your potential is like a seed. It is a hidden ability that needs to be cultivated. You must feed your potential the fertilizer of positive energy and company. Give it the environment of encouragement. Drench it with the water of God's words and blessings, and bathe it in the sunshine of your own personal prayer. Read books, read articles, develop yourself. But I don't have time. Yes, stop the social media, you will get the time. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your potential. Do not be, as the first author said, a treasure under the earth. In our tradition, we don't go under the earth. But a treasure that has been lost without having reached its potential. So we put it all together. Self-awareness releases your potential. Self-awareness releases your potential. Be aware of these things that I've spoken to you about. Think about them. Put them into practice if you think it is worthy. And if you think not, that's okay. Your choice, your life, your future, your potential. Prem se bolo Shri Govinda Krishna Bhagwan ki. With those heavy words, we can now move on. We will have now our Aarti. Those of us who want to come up to Aarti to offer prayers to Saraswati Mata. Those of us who are, continuing with school in different aspects, who would like to get the blessings of Bhagwan in your life, please come forward. While my sisters are singing, you all join in together. Always good to say a good word, say good things. I want to remind you about Wednesday, Krishna Bhagwan's birthday. Now, I had suggested, I'd spoken to Pandit this morning. He's not available. I think we have confirmation, but I need to speak to Gangadeen Bhai. Is he here? Oh, so I will speak to him very shortly, but on Wednesday, we are meeting together to celebrate Krishna Bhagwan's birthday. Because of school and work, this is what I want to discuss with Gangadeen Ji, as to what time we're going to start, to allow everybody to still come, still Charhawi, but go home safely and be able to go to school the next day. First week, how we going to look, you reach late. All right? So other announcements will come as we come along, and I will confirm the time before we close this evening. Prem se bol Shri Govinda Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai. No, you could come sit by me.
मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। ओ मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। ओ मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। यमुना जी तो कारी कारी राधा गोरी गोरी।
यमुना जी तो कारी कारी राधा गोरी गोरी।
वृंदावन में धूम मचावे बरसाने की छोड़ी।
वृंदावन में धूम मचावे बरसाने की
ओ
छोड़ी।
व्रज धाम राधा चुकी व्रज धानी लागे, ओ व्रज धानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। ओ मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। कान्हा नित मुरली में तेरे सुमिरे बारंबार।
कान्हा नित मुरली में तेरे सुमिरे बारंबार।
तो तिन रूप धरे मन मोहन कहूँ न पावे पार।
ओ तिन रूप धरे मनमोहन कहूँ न पावे पार।
ओ रूप रंग की छबीली पतराने लागे, ओ पतराने लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। ओ मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे, ओ राधा रानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। ना भावे मन माखन मिसड़ी अब ना कोई मिठाई।
ना भावे मन माखन मिश्री अपना कोई मिठाई।
मर्झी भड़िया ने भावे अब तो राधा नाम मिलाई।
मझी घड़िया ने भावे अब तो राधा नाम
ओ
मिलाए।
वृष भानु की गलित गुण धाने लागे, ओ गुण धाने लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। ओ मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। राधा राधा नाम रतत है जो नर आतो धाम।
राधा राधा नाम रतत है जो नर आतो राम।
जिनकी बाधा दूर करत है राधा राधा नाम।
जिनके बाधा दूर करत है राधा राधा नाम।
ओ राधा नाम में सफल जिंदगानी लागे, ओ जिंदगानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। ओ मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे। मीठे रस से भरो रे राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे। मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे, ओ मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे, ओ मन कारो कारो यमुना जीरो पानी लागे।
तेरी शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता, ओ माता।
तेरे शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता।
तेरी शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता, ओ माता।
तेरे शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता।
चारों दिशा से भक्ति आशा से भक्तों के भेद आए, ओ माता।
तेरी शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता। ओ माता तेरे शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता।
तू जो कहे माँ वो सब सुनेंगे, दिन रात तेरी पूजा करेंगे।
तू जो कहे माँ वो सब सुनेंगे, दिन रात तेरी पूजा करेंगे।
सुख हो या दुख हो सब सब सहेंगे, हर हाल तेरी भक्ति करेंगे।
सुख हो या दुख हो हम सब सहेंगे, हर याल तेरी भक्ति करेंगे।
भक्तों की पीड़ा, भक्तों की पीड़ा हरने वाली माँ, कोटि कोटि है प्रणाम।
ओ माता तेरे शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता। ओ माता तेरे शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता।
चारों दिशा से भक्ति आशा से भक्तों के भेद आए,
ओ माता
चारों दिशा
से भक्ति आशा से भक्तों के भेद आए। ओ माता तेरे शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता। ओ माता तेरे शरण आई, देखो हे अम्बे माता।
तीनों लोकों की तू दानी है माँ, अंतर्यामी है तू ज्ञानी है माँ।
तीनों लोकों की तू दानी है माँ, अंतर्यामी है तू ज्ञानी है माँ।
सुख दे के दुख का हारण करो माँ, सब जन का अर्चन ग्रहण करो माँ।
सुख दे के दुख का हरण करो माँ, सब जन का अर्चन ग्रहण करो माँ।
दुनिया की रक्षा,
दुनिया की रक्षा करने वाली माँ, रोशन
शाम तुझे मिलने का सतसंगिया बहाना है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सतसंगिया बहाना है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है।
दुनिया वाले क्या जाने मेरा रिश्ता पुराना 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 है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सतसंगिया बहाना है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है।
गोकुल में दूना तुझे मथुरा में पाया है।
गोकुल में ढूंढा तुझे मथुरा में पाया है।
गोकुल में दूना तुझे मथुरा में पाया है।
गोकुल में ढूंढा तुझे मथुरा में पाया है।
वृंदावन की गलियों में मेरे शाम का दिखाना है। शाम तुझे मिलने का सतसंगिया बहाना है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है।
रामायण में दूंगा तुझे भगवत में पाया है।
रामायण में ढूंढा तुझे भगवत में पाया है।
रामायण में दूंगा तुझे भगवत में पाया है।
रामायण में ढूंढा तुझे भगवत में पाया है।
गीता के पन्नों में मेरा शाम का दिखाना है। शाम तुझे मिलने का सतसंगिया बहाना है। गोवालों में दूंगा तुझे गोपियों में पाया है।
गोवालों में ढूंढा तुझे गोपियों में पाया है।
गोवालों में दूंगा तुझे गोपियों में पाया है।
गोवालों में ढूंढा तुझे गोपियों में पाया है।
राधा जी की राधाया में मेरा शाम का दिखाना है। शाम तुझे मिलने का सतसंगिया बहाना है। मंदिरों में दूंगा तुझे जंगलों में पाया है।
मंदिरों में ढूंढा तुझे जंगलों में पाया है।
मंदिरों में दूंगा
जंगलों में पाया है।
भक्तों की हृदयों में मेरा श्याम का दिखाना है। शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है।
दुनिया वाले क्या जाने मेरा रिश्ता पुराना है।
दुनिया वाले क्या जाने मेरा रिश्ता पुराना है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है। शाम तुझे मिलने का
सत्संगिया बहाना है।
गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल रामा।
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 माधव रामा जय जय केशव 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 रामा।
गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल 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 रामा।
सुलभा रामा जय जय दुलभा रामा।
सुलभ रामा जय जय दुलभ रामा।
सुलभा रामा जय जय दुलभा रामा।
सुलभ रामा जय जय दुलभ रामा।
एक तू रामा जय जय अनेक तू 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 रामा। गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल रामा। गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल रामा।
गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल रामा।
गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल रामा।
माधव रामा जय जय केशव 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 रामा। गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल रामा। गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल रामा।
गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल रामा।
गोविंद रामा जय जय गोपाल
Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Do we have our announcements available? Mitraji, Dr. Mitraji, please.
Stand up, devotees. Nice to see so many of you all here today. School starting tomorrow or something? Sit down, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday morning service. Glad to see so many of you all here. Hope to see you all in the coming weeks as well. We have plenty of new faces around. Welcome if this is your first time to the Krishna Mandir. Again, hope to see you guys here on a Sunday morning and for any special events that we have coming up. So this is usually be the busy period coming up here in temple. It'll be festival after festival as we celebrate going straight down to Diwali. First of all, happy birthday to anybody who's celebrating their birthdays this week coming and any anniversaries that anybody is celebrating. So happy anniversary, happy birthday to all of you who are celebrating with us this morning. If anyone has any donations that they want to donate to the temple, whether it be monetary or in kind, can see Uncle Gangadine or Auntie Neela in the office in the back after the temple. If anybody wishes to perform puja on a Sunday morning, they can see either Auntie Neela or Uncle Gangadine in the back as well, and put down your name to perform puja on a Sunday morning. Yoga class has taken a little break over the summer vacation, but we will be starting back tomorrow at 5:30. So there'll be yoga class if anybody is interested. We use right upstairs the annex at 5:30 tomorrow afternoon. So the festivals, as I speak about, is starting off from next week. We have Krishna Janmashtami, which will be on Wednesday. We are starting at 8 p.m., so you all can feel free to come and join us in Krishna Janmashtami Puja. 6, okay, it has been changed. 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. on Wednesday morning, right? Wednesday evening, what's it? I say Wednesday morning? No, sorry, Wednesday evening. Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. So Krishna Janmashtami will be Wednesday at 6 p.m. So you all can join us here for puja on Wednesday. Ganesh Utsav is right after, so we will be doing the Pran Pratishta on the 18th of September, and we have a 5-night yajna which will be beginning on the 23rd of September. So just a heads up on those dates, but we will give details as we come closer to the events itself. So just keep those dates in mind. The 18th of September will be the Pran Pratishta, and then the 23rd, the 5-night yajna starts. The Social Outreach Committee of the temple has fulfilled the booklets, or assisted in the booklets of about 11 students. So let's give a round of applause for that. We wish to thank everyone who donated towards that cause. And I think there are one or two little things still outstanding. So if anyone who is interested in donating anything towards those booklets can see either Uncle Krishna or Auntie Dina to the back after service as well. Right, again, welcome everyone to Sunday morning service, and I hope to see everyone here on Sundays to come. Sitaram.
Thank you very much, Mitra. As we stand now for final arti and closing prayer, I just want to just give you a little idea as to what's happening then on Wednesday. The reason and it's my fault, Mitra, why we had the timings a little bit off, but I was suggesting, and it was accepted by Pandit, that we'll start the puja at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, and then from 7 o'clock we will start charhawiing. Why? Because there are children and so who are available and would like to come and offer. We can't have them offering at 12 o'clock in the night, because they would not be able to go to school and so on the next day probably. So we will start charhawiing from about 7 till 8 o'clock, 7:30 to 8 o'clock depending. And then we will continue singing bhajans and so on till everybody afterwards we'll have charhawiing again. We'll have a short message, but basically the puja will be 6 to 7, and then 7 to 8 we will have our charhawiing. I understand that some members of the group may not be able to reach until probably about 7:30. So those who are able to, those who can play drum, those who can sing, whatever, come along, sing, join with us. It is for a good cause, Krishna Bhagwan. Prem Saboshi Govinda Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Please stand and join in Aarti. Yes, all of the children, please come forward back. Sorry.
ॐ जय जगदीश हरि स्वामी जय जगदीश हरि भक्त जनों की संकट नास जनों की संकट क्षण में दूर करे ॐ जय जगदीश हरि जो ध्यावे भल पावे दुख दिल से मन का स्वामी दुख दिल से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे अष्टमी तीर्थन का ॐ जय जगदीश हरि मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहो किसकी स्वामी शरण गहो किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा तुम बिन और न दूजा आश करो जिसकी ॐ जय जगदीश हरि तुम पूरन परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों में संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
To all the children who are here, please take off your rings, take flowers and hold it in your hands like this. Prabhu, we've gotten a chance today to come before you to do puja. Please help us, guide us, protect us throughout the day and night. Please continue to be a part of our lives always. We're going to say prayers. I ask you, Bhagwan, you are my mother, you are my father, family, friend, knowledge, wealth. Knowledge and everything that you are, that is who you are to me. I ask you, God, to continue to bless me, guide me throughout the day and night. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhu cha sakha tvameva tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. प्रेम से बोल श्री गणेश भगवान की, उमापति महादेव की, श्री वृंदावन विहारी लाल की, श्री नवदुर्गा देवी मैया की, महासरस्वती महालक्ष्मी माता की, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, सर्वदेव सर्वदेवी की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सद्गुरु की धन्यवाद. जय जय सीताराम. सीताराम everyone. May God bless you and may you all have a productive and peaceful and holy week.